Hey, I'm Adam. I'm a freshman at East Jackson Comprehensive High School, and I'm gay. I'm making this video as a part of the It Gets Better project. It helps lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender teens in like coming out and being who you are, and just it's really inspirational how this many people can come together as a unity and be this supportive of each other, and I just want to be a part of it. I guess I could start with I figured out I was gay in sixth grade when I was 11. I mean, I didn't really know what to think of it at first. Just I knew I liked guys. I mean, I thought I still liked girls. I tried. I had girlfriends. I just didn't want anything from them, you know? I'm not attracted to them. I can't help it. Um, I didn't tell anybody because I was raised to think it was wrong. Like, my parents would say, "Oh, don't wear that, that's gay," or "Don't do that, that's gay." Like, how's that supposed to make me feel? Like, so I'm wrong? Like, I don't know how to take that. But I grew up not having many friends. Like, I would make friends and I would have good friends, but then I'd move and I'd lose everything. And well, I didn't really get support from my friends until about eighth grade when I actually stayed in the school for more than a year. And just my friends, they were so good to me, and I knew I could trust every one of them. Well, mostly every one of them. And I just decided to come out. Like, hey, what's the big deal? Who can they tell? Like, right? Like, why would they tell anybody? They're my friends. And over the summer, I started telling my friends, and like, I had to keep it a secret at home because I was scared. You know, I was scared that my parents would be disappointed in me, and like they'd stop treating me like their son. Like, I don't know. I was raised around them thinking gay was wrong. What was I supposed to think? But if you have friends that support you like I did, is it makes everything better. Like, it got so much better once I came out. It was a wave of relief. I can't explain it. It was just the best feeling I've ever had. And then this year I came completely out at school, at least. Just I didn't hide it at all. I just said I'm gay. Get over it. And most people accepted me because I'm not really the stereotypical gay. I don't have a problem with that type of gay, but I'm just not that. And most people accepted me, even the biggest homophobes. Like, they don't have a problem with me. And I guess I have it easier than a lot of people. And I didn't want to grow up and be in the closet, even like get a wife, have a family, and then just destroy their entire life like that. I couldn't do that to someone, so I just decided I'm gonna come out and see where I can go from there. Um, I got a boyfriend this year, well, a few, and just he made, well, one in particular, he made everything so much better. Like, I would spend time with him, and he would just treat me so good, and I was happy, you know? I've never been that happy in my life. It This is hard to talk about. I actually did kiss him at school, and I got in trouble for it. You know, that just irritated me so much because You know, people, you can't walk down the hallway one day without seeing someone making out with their girlfriend or something. And I do it once and I get in trouble. Like, my teacher, one of my teachers, I'm not going to say who, he took me aside one day and he said, I heard what's been happening, you and, he named my boyfriend. And I said, yeah, um, that happened. And he said, well, do your parents know? And I said, oh God, no. Like, my heart just dropped because I was scared that they were going to find out. And he said, well, don't let it happen again or else I'll tell both of your parents. And I said, okay, it won't happen again. And then that was all fine, you know. He talked about there's a time and place for everything and public display of affection. That was fine, you know. And then he said, he asked me what my dad would say if he found out. And that was still when I was really scared about everything. And I was like, I don't know what he would say. And he said, well, if my son were gay, this is what I'm picturing would happen to your dad. It would probably be like ripping or tearing into his chest, grabbing his heart, taking it out and throwing it on the ground and stomping on it. I mean, how does that? That's not right, you know? Like, how's that supposed to make me feel? Like, that just threw me further into the closet than I've ever been. Like, that was completely uncalled for. But later on, after I broke up with my boyfriend, I did come out to my parents. My mom, she was ranting and raving about all the female friends that I had, and she calls them my bitches and hoes. She said, well, at least you like the girls and not the boys. And I didn't say anything. I just kept looking at her, and she said, what? And I said, well, maybe I like boys. And she just gave me this look like, what did you just say? I just kept looking at her, and she's like, are you serious? And I said, yeah. And she was like, well, are you bi or gay? And I said, I'm gay. And, you know, she was pretty accepting because she has a gay brother, you know, but she used to be one of the biggest homophobes ever, and I was really scared, but she accepts me and she loves me, and I love her, and that's the way it should be. Your parents are supposed to love you, and mine do. Later on, she asked me if I wanted to tell my dad, or if she did, or if I wanted her to, and I said I want you to, because I was too scared. I couldn't even look at him when he came through the door. And you know, they went back to their room. She told him, and everything was fine. He just said that he was hurt, and you know, he was upset about it, but he still loved me no matter what. And even though he used to be one of the biggest Bible-thumping Jehovah's Witnesses ever, and I even asked him before he came out, just what happens to the homosexuals, and he says, well, they go to hell for the choice that they made, and that just completely made me mad. Like, honestly, I've been getting pushed away by my dad, like, ever since I came out. He hasn't really made big of a deal about it, like, he hasn't talked about it at all. Just when he's drunk, he'll bring it up and whatever. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, if someone really wants me to be out of their life, then I'll go. I don't care. You don't have to know me. You don't have to be my friend. I have friends, and I love them. The rest of my family kind of knew beforehand, and they accepted me too. That's just how it's supposed to be when you have family, and they shouldn't care, you know. That's why we shouldn't be scared to come out of the closet. We shouldn't have to be scared to be who we are. Like, it doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, bisexual, uh, he, she. It doesn't matter if you had a sex change, or if you're just a hermaphrodite. It doesn't matter. Like, people should love you for who you are, and I just want to say it does get better. As time goes on, it gets better, no matter what, because you will adapt. It's hard to. It doesn't really make sense now if you're still in the closet, but you will adapt. Everyone will adapt to that. Like, they shouldn't have to, and you shouldn't have to adapt, but you do, and it just everything gets normal after a while, and it becomes a normal routine in your everyday life. Like, it it doesn't even scare you to tell people anymore after a while. And just find some friends that support you and love you for who you are, like I have, and just don't be scared to be who you are, because it gets better.